my name is Monique Gonzalez. I was sued by my former roommate for $2,800.
Jason Morsiglio. The Venetian Hotel for just $30,000, that's it.
Tracy Gibbs. I sued him for $5,000.
I'm Brianna. I got in a lawsuit with my rental company.
My name is Bob Stevenson. The story is about rights. It's about my daughter's rights, and I had to sue her school system for $30,000.
Conrad, I sued my landlady.
Today we have 6 people behind me. 6 lawsuits. 5 of them are fake, and 1 of them is real. And my job is to figure out which lawsuit is real and which ones are fake. I'm not gonna waste any time. Number 1.
What's your name?
Hi, my name is Monique Gonzalez.
Jason Morsiglio.
Tracy Gibbs.
I'm Brianna.
My name is Bob Stevenson.
Conrad.
I have your file here, Monique. This is not Monique's file. No. Can we get Monique's file on my desk? Tell me the story, Monique. What happened?
All right, so I was sued by my former roommate for $2,800. It was a little after college, and I was living with what I thought was one of my friends. And turns out, this is why you never live with your friends. She's a total slob.
Slut.
Slob.
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 So not a slut.
Not a, well.
Well, she.
I mean, that's up for debate, but no, I wouldn't have a problem with that.
So you like sluts?
I mean, I don't like to judge.
What's your thoughts on sluts? Yes, no, go.
They should, be safe.
Okay, I like that. So roommate, $2,800. She's a slob.
She's a slob, yeah. So I'm kind of a clean freak. I like to run a clean ship.
You live on a ship?
Well,
Enough with the chit chat, Monique.
Basically, she turns out to be a slob. I'm constantly picking up after her. The living room's like her dirty hamper. So I start to get annoyed. I go throughout the house and I pick up like all of her dirty clothes from everywhere. And I knock on her door and she opens the door and I like throw her clothes at her and we sort of get into an argument. We get into an argument about the clothes and things turn physical, things get heated. It
Physical?
Turns from shouting to shoving. We're doing a little bit of the, shoulder, like she hits my shoulder, I hit her shoulder.
Could you demonstrate on my shoulder?
We get into this kind of type thing.
Okay.
Yeah, we get into like a little shouty, shovey. I'm not like proud of it, but sometimes.
Who pushed who first?
I started it, I guess.
You push her first?
Well, she said initially because I threw the clothes at her, that was the like.
That's like the thing. Okay.
So we speak, yes, things as.
Why are you stuttering?
Because it's embarrassing.
Okay.
To be like, I got into a girl fight after college. But yeah, we got into a shouting, shoving match, and she got really upset, and she packed a bunch of her stuff and storms out the doors, and I didn't hear from her. Like weeks went by. So I just sort of felt like, okay, like I guess I'm cutting my losses, and I needed to pay rent. So I start to operation, like clean out her room, and was gonna sell. I sold her stuff.
You sold her stuff?
I didn't hear back from her. She was it was like radio silence for weeks, and we had rent coming up, and I was like, just figured we'd cut our losses. I figured she took what she wanted to take, and then I never heard from her. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I need to find a new roommate and pay for rent and pay for the door. So I was like, I'm gonna sell what was in there. So she sued me, and I countersued.
How much she sue you for?
She sued me for $2,800 to cover the cost of her stuff that I sold. I countersued her because I needed rent money and I had to pay to have the mold cleaned and the window fixed.
And what happened? Who won?
The judge found us equally at fault because she felt like I was passive aggressive, but she felt that we were equally at fault because she did ditch me and leave me with the cost of repairs.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like you would be at fault. If she left and radio silence and didn't pay rent and she's on the lease and she's liable, how would you be at fault?
Well, because she felt like I started
not what
it.
she felt. How did the legal system?
Well, so the judge felt that I was passive aggressive, because I threw the clothes at her and I was the first one to shove because according to the judge, I instigated the ball rolling. But I don't think it was fair because I feel like you. Why am I at fault?
For sure.
It's not my fault she's messy.
For sure.
And she left me with a mess. And
she's horrible. Sydney is a bitch.
Psycho Sydney.
And a slut.
Yeah.
And a slob. Well, have you talked to her since?
No.
Well, we actually have her here today.
No.
Yeah?
After the lawsuit.
This is not a video. This is intervention.
You really went radio silence.
Sydney!
No.
Come on now. Monique, this is bullshit. This is literal bullshit. It sounds like a good story. It sounds beautiful, but it's not true. You're making this up. May I remind you, you're under oath? Put your hand on that. Was your roommate a white lady too?
No, she had darker hair.
Was she black?
No.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a black woman would do that. So she was white?
Yeah, I mean, she's not like, she didn't look like me, but yeah, I think.
So what does she look like?
Well, everyone's everything now. It's like, I don't think.
Everyone's everything.
Well, because it's true. Like, even to say that I'm white, I'm still like 1,000 different ethnicities. So it's like.
All right, Monique, why don't you get back in line for me? You want a coffee or anything?
Jason Morsiglio. That's my name, no?
Do you want coffee?
Oh, a coffee. I thought you asked me if I want to talk to you.
No.
You want to talk to me?
Yeah, I want to talk to you.
Okay, coffee. Yes, please.
You're acting sus. You know what sus means?
What is that?
Suspicious.
Really?
Where are you from, Jay?
I was born in San Francisco, but I moved when I was a kid, and I went to Puerto Rico.
That makes sense.
Huh? And then I went to Argentina. Sorry.
Oh, wow. You speak Spanish?
2 different Spanishes, 3 actually.
3 different Spanishes?
I was in Spain as well.
Stop it. ¿Tú hablas español?
Un poquito. No, a lot. Yes, I speak a lot. Mucho.
You speak 3 different Spanishes, and the one you're speaking right now does not sound good to me.
That's the 4th one. I mix it with some English, so it sounds like foreign.
Sus.
I love
Sus.
Yes. So, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us the story.
Should I start from the beginning?
No, start at the end.
Where I was born?
Start from the beginning. The lawsuit.
Oh, the loss. Okay. It all started when I moved to Las Vegas, and I was, and I'm still are, a street performer.
A street performer.
Street performer, yes.
Okay.
A character.
Okay. What character?
I was Zorro in Hollywood for many years.
Oh, would have never guessed.
Very known, even by celebrities and everything.
People know Zorro, yeah.
But when I moved to Las Vegas, over there they didn't like the characters, the street performers in general, not just the characters.
For sure, of course.
Sorry?
What?
Because I'm what?
No, I said of course.
I'm what?
No, I said yes.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Good. So then the thing is this. Every time we pass in front of the hotels, we will be harassed by the security personnel. And I got so fed of it.
You got so fed up with it.
Exactly. You know, my English is not perfect. I lost it when I was 5 years old.
You lost it, your English.
Because I tried to learn Spanish in Puerto Rico, and I stopped speaking English. But then I recovered it.
You found it again.
So if my English mistake, I'm sorry about that.
No, don't apologize. English is my second language too.
Really?
3rd language, actually.
Oh my gosh. You speak French?
Yep. Then bullshit. Then English. You like that one? You like that one? Yeah, get to the story, Jay.
Okay, sorry. So my brother knew I was in contact with ACLU because they were violating the Second Amendment. That is the one of that we can express ourselves and we can in the public sidewalk.
I know about the Second Amendment.
Good, thank you.
You're welcome.
That helps me a lot because I don't remember the whole lines, and at least I knew in that time. But
Put your hand on this while you tell the story.
yes, sir.
Right.
Well, you want me to confess?
Just perjury if you lie.
Okay.
5 years in prison. But you gotta tell the truth.
I'm Buddhist, so I cannot promise for God.
You're Buddhist?
Yes, I cannot promise for God. I only promise for myself, my true self.
You can take it off now.
Okay. Whew. I like that flag right here.
That's not a flag.
Right here.
That's an emblem.
Looks like Puerto Rico right there.
Jay, feels like you're tiptoeing here.
Okay, let's go back to the
You
story.
wanna waste my fucking time?
I'm not.
Are you wasting my fucking time, Jay?
I'm not, I swear.
Okay, let's get to the story then.
When they took me from the boardwalk,
The wall.
yeah, from the street,
Okay.
from the public sidewalk.
Yes.
They took me from they kidnapped me from.
But they kidnapped you.
Yes,
Who kidnapped you?
the security personnel.
Okay, security person kidnaps you.
They dragged me into the hotel.
Into the hotel.
From the public sidewalk. And then they dragged my brother in, and even though he was not dressed like Darth Vader,
Okay.
he knew there will be trouble because I would not walk away like I did many times because I already was in touch with ACLU.
Oh, okay.
So when I was standing there, my brother didn't disguise himself like Vader, but he still walked with me because he knew I was for it. I'm like, ready for it. They surround me. My brother said, what you guys are doing? Oh, you're his accomplice. And they took him in anyway. Even though he was not dressed like Vader.
Shut up. I need to hear about the lawsuit, Jay. I don't give a fuck about your brother or the security personnel taking you in. What did you sue somebody?
Yes, I did.
Who did you sue?
The Venetian Hotel.
For how much?
For just $30,000, that's it.
Just $30,000.
That was the only way to win against them fast.
Did you win?
Oh, yes, we did.
Do you have the money on you right now?
This was like more than 10 years ago, my friend.
Okay, so no, you could just said no. So you sued the hotel
Yes.
for $30,000.
It could have been for more, But if we have done that, we will still be there fighting because they will be saying, oh, you're for the money.
Were you not for the money?
I was for the point. I was wanting to be free and express myself in a public sidewalk.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. Get the back in line.
My name is Tracy Gips. That's Gips.
I know how to spell Tracy.
I was spelling my last
I
name.
know how to spell Tracy.
I was spelling my
I
last
know
name.
how to spell Tracy.
Okay. That's lovely.
Is it E-I, E-Y? Is it T-R?
I spell it with a Y.
Gotcha. Tell me the story.
Before pandemic, my son moved out and they wanted to fix the room. Now, for like 10 years, he always had this broken closet. There used to be an electrical system in there and it opened up nicely and the drawers pull out and they wanted to recreate it. So a friend of mine from the gym said she did something to her kitchen and where she created a revolving thing, creating more space out of no space. So she recommended this guy who she said she got on Craigslist. And it's such a simple job. I swear I'm such a mark. And it was just the closet. It's an auxiliary closet. It's the activity room. You know, I have the treadmills in there and then a little...
Of course.
Yeah, of course, and some mirrors. But the closet doesn't work. So my son's been gone for a while and I have so much extra wardrobe and jewelry and shoes, lots of shoes. And I can't get rid of them. So I want them to fit into the closet. You ever see the movie, I think it's called Outboard with Goldie Hawn?
No, I don't watch
She
movies.
had this shoe thing in there and it went down like this. And so I wanted something like that because I have all these shoes. And then I wanted something similar for all the jewelry to go through so it would be easy with a lighting system. So I hired this guy, Jack White. And this man, such a nice man. I mean, he showed me pictures of some of these other cabinets that he did. And
Let me stop you right there, Tracy. Because this script is just really long. Let's just talk, me and you.
Want to talk about Jack?
I know it's not you. You came out the gate so hot. Like you've been boiling up to tell your story. You've been like, when I get to sit down, I'm gonna tell him the whole...
But this is true, I'm such a
You can't touch an officer of the law.
I'm such a mark. So I hired this man, and he says it's a simple job.
What was the man's name?
Jack White.
Did you sue him?
I did sue him.
Oh, now we're here. We have arrived. So how much did you sue him for?
I sued him for $5,000 because that's what I was told would cost to fix it. And
Did you win?
I did.
So you robbed an innocent, hardworking man of $5,000.
No, I got jacked still. It still doesn't work right. The drawers don't work right. And
So why didn't you sue him for more money?
because I just didn't know how to do it.
What state did you sue him in?
California.
What courtroom?
The one downtown, not downtown.
The one downtown.
Not the one
Get back in
downtown,
line.
the one on the
Tracy.
405.
The one on the highway.
The one off
The
the
one
405.
on the 405?
Off the
405?
405.
On the 405 or off the 405, Tracy?
Now, it couldn't be on the 405, now could it? It's off on the
I
side.
know
you
that.
see it, just south of LA.
What's the judge's name?
Marcus Jones.
Marcus Jones.
Yes. He was a black man.
I know.
You know him?
Marcus Jones.
Yes.
I can know that's a black man.
How do you know that? Could be a white man. But he was a black man, and he was a really nice judge.
Was he
and
cute?
He wasn't judgmental. Was he
he cute?
Jewish? I'm Jewish.
Was he cute?
Well, in an old man sort of way, yeah.
Are you married, Tracy?
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Get up.
I'm Brianna.
Any siblings?
Yeah, I have an older sibling named Andrea.
She nice to you?
She's all right,
Ouch.
but she taught me how to jaywalk. You know, we went through some things. So,
Jaywalks.
yes.
And that's not for the video, that's just for the authorities after we're done.
Okay. But you know, you gotta just keep going. You don't stop.
What do you mean?
Like when you're jaywalking, you just gotta make it to and from one side to the other side.
Are you
She taught me.
explaining how to commit a crime on camera?
I guess so.
What's the story?
So pretty much I got in a lawsuit with my rental company. I was renting an apartment. So they were trying to evict us, me and my husband and my daughter. We were living in an apartment at the time and COVID, happened. So we had signed, a waiver, we couldn't make rent on time. Everyone was struggling.
Not me.
Well, good for you. So eventually, we got away with that for 2 years.
You didn't pay rent for 2 years.
Not the whole thing. It just kept adding up.
I the landlord, am I right? Do you still live there?
Not no more.
Okay, the landlord.
Exactly.
Exactly. Go ahead.
But eventually they just end up serving us papers you got to get out.
To you, your husband, and your daughter?
Well, Yeah.
How old's your daughter?
She's 3. Well, she wasn't on there yet. Like, you know, like on, it's just like between me and her dad. You know, because she don't pay rent. She just
Right, but I'm saying
entity. But
it sucks that like they did that to you guys.
yeah, it does totally suck because I mean we're just trying to get by.
For sure. And a lot of people that happened to them. And
did.
it's a real story.
Yeah,
And
so
for
we're
someone to
trying to-
come on here and lie about something like this, that would be really bad.
Oh,
right?
definitely.
Like for the people who this actually happened to them, if you were to come on a YouTube video and make up
Lie
this
about
lie,
that.
it'd be pretty
Well,
not
that's
really
why you bring the
empathetic.
kid into it because then it buys some sympathy. Yeah, you always use the kid card.
Sympathy, jail time, I
I
guess.
mean, I didn't have her in my belly for 9 months just for nothing. That's a lot of work.
Oh, that's true. You did do that.
So now I played that card.
As you should. I play
most
my
of the
black
time.
card often.
You should,
Hey, you got what you got. Play what you got. You know what I'm saying?
for sure.
Finish your story.
So we had to hire like a lawyer, an attorney.
How did you pay for that?
Well, here's the thing. We didn't have to, I think actually, no, we did pay like a couple hundred just for them to represent us. But they started asking a bunch of questions about our apartment. Was it livable? Was there any broken screens? And so that's how we were able to find like a loophole. And we were able to like
Get out of the lawsuit.
Get out of the lawsuit and then some.
Are you someone, would you consider yourself financially responsible?
Me, not so much. My husband's responsible
The
for
fact that you didn't know about the lawyer stuff is
I just sign, you know.
You just sign stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
My husband says, okay.
And you just sign whatever? Okay. All right. Did she sign a release form, yeah? Make sure, because you don't look what she signs. I will say so far, this story checks out to me the most.
All right.
What year did you get evicted?
It was just a couple years ago, so 2022.
And when were you served?
Probably a year before that, 21, because it's right after COVID.
And you got out of the lawsuit.
Yes, and now we're in a new apartment. They actually paid us.
They paid you guys?
Yeah, we ended up winning.
I'm about to take my landlord to court.
Yeah, no, if you have any broken screens and they're not doing what they're supposed to, you can actually win. You just got to get the right like attorney or lawyer.
Because in my bathroom, the toilet paper thing is broken.
Yeah.
Can you sign off right here for me?
What am I signing? I see the joke. Okay, you want my signature?
Thank you. Just make sure your story checks out. All right, thank you, number 4.
My name is Bob Stevenson.
Your real name.
Bob Stevenson. Bob Roger Stevenson.
All right, Bob, what's the story?
Story is about rights, and it's about my daughter's rights. And I had to sue her school system.
The whole system.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, you sue by a school district. So this was a district that we had to sue because they were providing services to her because she learned differently. So she was having trouble in class, and it was a matter of her processing ability to hear and see what was being taught. And so they put her up front, and they gave her extra time to do tests. It's called an IEP, Individualized Education.
I know what that is.
Oh, did you need one? Or are you dyslexic?
Dyslexic is the word.
It's a word, but I can't say it because I've got problems.
Maybe you should be in those classes.
I have impediments, and don't make fun of me. You don't make fun of handicapped people, whether they're handicapped is obvious or not.
did?
I think I could take you to court. No, I can't. There's no law to protect me from that.
Second Amendment.
Well, actually, if you were on the job, there is a law that would protect me from your harassment.
This isn't about me, Bob. It's about your daughter. Remember that?
Yes.
The one that's suffering from this.
She is not suffering. She's done great.
School district.
School district was...
You're suing them for the
School
IUD.
district. No, IUD.
IUP?
No, I don't. No, I don't pee.
Did you? Okay.
And I don't wear an IUD.
Is your daughter even real? What's her name?
Anne.
Anne.
Yes, her real name is Anya. We call her Anne.
So then what happens? You front row.
No, it didn't work.
It didn't work.
She fell further and further behind, and they did things that were not helpful to her to help her succeed. She ended up having panic attacks, and she ended up not wanting to go to school. And when she was in 10th grade, she was starting to fail, even though she's very bright. And we said, we're going to sue you for $30,000.
Just like Jay.
No, who cares what Jay said? He made that shit up.
Whoa, all he cares about is his daughter, no one else.
I do care about my daughter. That's the whole point. You have to advocate for your children to get their rights
I know that.
fixed.
I care about Zane very deeply.
For Zane?
My son.
I figured that.
Yeah.
Zane's nice.
Good kid. Zane and Denny. In my book, they're both my kids.
$30,000. We said to pay tuition to send her to a special school where she could take classes one-on-one with someone and finish her high school education. And they said no. And we said, look, she's entitled because by law, school systems, public school systems, have to educate every student regardless of their disability. It's not like she was in a wheelchair or like she had some sort of condition like I do when I stutter. She was perfectly fine to the appearance, but she could not learn properly, and they did not help her learn.
How old is she now?
She's great. She went on to have a career. She could not go to college because she's not academic, but she...
That's not an age. That's just a bunch of adjectives.
What are you talking about?
Say, how old is she now?
Oh, I didn't hear you properly. She's 23.
What's the name of the school?
What's the name of the school?
Yeah.
The school district. Now, see, this is the thing. I had to. No. Okay. No, I know the school.
Bob, what's the school's name?
I can't tell you that. I can tell you Wilmington, Delaware. It was one of two school districts, and it's either called Red Clay or Brandywine. Okay, there's two school districts that are there.
How many grades are in the school?
6 to 12. It wasn't your traditional middle school separated to high school. It was 6 through 12.
When did you sue? When did you sue?
We sued in 2016.
2016.
Yeah, do the math.
Your daughter's 23.
Yes, do the math. It lines up.
I'm doing the math.
I know, because I know it's true.
2016 was how many years ago was that?
She was in 10th grade. So when she's in 10th grade, she's 16 or 17.
Which is time for me. I'm doing the math, Bob.
You do it
2016, 2023, 6 years? No, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. 23 minus 7, that puts her at what? How old was she?
Do the math.
No, tell me how old she was.
6 and 7 is 13. She's 16.
She was 16?
Approximately, yeah.
23 minus 7.
Her birthday's in November 24th.
November 24th?
November 24th.
What year?
I think it was 1999.
You don't remember your daughter's birthday?
No.
You don't remember the year your daughter was born? 1999? That would make her 24, not 23. How do you not remember what year your daughter's born?
Because I have trouble with dates.
Because she's not real, Bob.
Oh, she's as real as she gets.
I know this isn't real, but I don't know if you know this isn't real.
Oh, yeah, I am
I'm starting to think that you believe this.
I'm delusional. Yeah, that's right. So there's one of two things here, my friend.
Bob, you don't have a daughter.
Oh, I have a daughter. You want to see your picture?
Show me a picture of your daughter.
This is my daughter, right here.
That's your 23-year-old daughter.
That's when she was younger.
Bob. Bob. In line.
Okay. You know what? I feel sorry for you.
Bob.
Making your mistake like this.
Take your hypothetical daughter and get back in line.
Conrad.
Conrad.
Yeah.
I love that name.
Thank you.
That was a joke.
And you're Kevin.
Don't worry about what I am.
Okay.
What I am is pissed because Bob just wasted my time for 20 minutes.
Damn it. We're talking about wasted time. I'm number 6.
You have a problem?
No.
Okay. What's the story, Conrad?
Unfortunately, very similar to one of the other stories
Oh.
where the apartment,
You
I sued my landlady.
sued your landlady.
Yeah, it's kind of the opposite of the other apartment story. The owner of the house sold the house, told me a couple months ahead of time, I'm selling the house
That you were living in.
that I was living in. So she told me, find another place, you have a couple months.
Okay.
Now I had heard about this thing where people get paid to move out. Right?
Where'd you hear about it?
I just heard, people get
TikTok?
paid $15,000, $17,000 to move out. Like they pay people to move out. So I looked it up.
Where'd you look it up?
Online.
Where online?
Well, I typed in
Where'd you type it in? Google?
on Google.
What'd you type in?
I typed in, if they're selling the house where you live, can you get paid?
And the first thing that popped up was $15,000.
No.
So you did a Google search.
Google search.
And then you planned the next 3 months of your life based on that Google search.
Well, after the search, I realized I can take my landlady to small claims court and I can get $7,500.
That is a real thing.
Yeah.
So you conned your landlady.
Well, I could have just moved out, but why not get paid?
Wow. You were under oath in front of 4 cameras.
Yeah. Why not get paid if I could get paid? Now, I had 2 roommates that just moved out. They had a couple months, they moved out. I'm thinking, why not get the money, all right?
Right. Yeah, rob her. Con that bitch.
I sued her, small claims court.
$7,500.
Well, actually, it was $7,800, but in the city of LA, you're limited to $7,500 to sue your landlord. So all I could get was $7,500.
Good job on knowing that.
Yeah. Well, I learned a lot. Like I needed a process server, $40. I had to pay $75 to the court. So I lost, even though I got I cut to the chase, I got to $7,500, but you have to subtract
The cost.
so I got $7,385.
Pretty specific.
Yeah.
And you moved out.
Moved out, I moved a couple houses down.
When was this?
Well, this all happened this year. So in March,
It's happened in March?
this March, she told me get out.
I thought she gave you a couple months.
Yeah, from March to June. June, my lease is up.
So she was like, by June you gotta go, I'm selling the house.
Yeah.
But if your lease is up in June,
Yeah.
and she gave you till June,
Right.
and she didn't kick you out early.
No. But she said, it's better if you leave, just leave because the house is for sale.
But she let you stay till June.
Well, yeah.
Well, then how would you sue her if the lease was over and you should just leave?
She wanted me out as soon as possible because she knew she could sell the house immediately.
But she gave you till June.
Yeah, but she said, get out. Your 2 roommates are gone. Hurry up, get out. And I wanted to get paid. That's the thing.
Oh, so you told her, I'll get out, but you gotta pay me.
Yeah.
How old is your landlady?
I don't know the exact age. If I had put a number, maybe in the 60s, 64.
So you conned an old lady out of $7,500
she
just
sold
because
it.
you couldn't wait 3
She
months.
sold it for $1.2 million. She sold the house for $1.2 million.
So you're entitled to $7,500?
Well, that's nothing. That's nothing.
That's a lot of money to a lot of people, Conrad.
Well, it's a lot of money to me, but to her, $1.2 million, and she didn't want to pay me. She said, I don't have any money. I said, take it out of the sale price of the house, right?
No, not right. Don't pull me into your
Well, she could.
You called an old lady. You trying to get me? Are you trying to incriminate me?
But no, but I had to pay. I had to wait.
You didn't have to do anything.
I had to.
You could have waited till June and left.
Well, that's true. That's true. But she wanted me out early. That's the thing.
I'll say this. Your story sounds real. And if it is, it's pretty shitty.
Well, look, first of all, $7,500 is nothing compared to $1.2 million.
I thought you said it was a lot to you.
It's a lot to me, but nothing to her. She didn't have it.
She didn't have it, so it was a lot to her.
And what I was trying to say is I had to wait until she got paid.
God forbid.
And the money came out of the escrow account, which I learned also on the internet. I typed in, where's the money come from?
You gotta stop using the internet.
Well, everyone uses it. I mean, all these people.
What do you know these people?
No, but I'm sure.
You sure what? That they conned their landlady out of $7,500?
All of their real court cases, they depended on.
Real?
Aren't they all real? We're all real, right? And they depended on the internet to help them in the court case.
Is yours real?
Of course it is. So I won?
Get your ass back in line. It's 4 or 6. Bob, cut it out. Now I can't tell which one of you guys it is. But if I was to guess, as the world's best guesser, I'm gonna say it's number 4. I'm gonna guess that number 4 has the real lawsuit story. Now, whoever has the real lawsuit story, come take a seat. Who has the real lawsuit story? What's going on here?
We're all telling the truth.
What the fuck is going on here?
We lied. We're not telling the truth.
What's going on? Zayn?
Okay, I'm gonna go back.
Is it you? Is it actually you?
Yes.
For real. So your story was real.
Yes.
And all you guys' stories were fake.
Well,
Bob, don't even lie. I know your shit was f***ing up. Where's your daughter? Where's the picture of your daughter I'm waiting on?
I have a daughter.
For 21st of the December, then he changed it 24th of November, the birthday of her daughter, right on your face.
Jay,
No, that's not
Jay,
Yes.
you gotta get to the point faster, brother. The video's already over.
Ready?
On the day's work. Good night.
Back in my bag and I ain't gotta brag, I do this shit for real. When we was down and we had nothing, we had to share a meal. We put the shit in overdrive with no steering wheel.
Look, he's got notes. He's got notes. It's not 6. He's got a script in his hand. Gotcha.